Hello, people of the internet. I'm making a YouTube video and you're like, Esther, this is in such worse quality than it usually is. Number one, this is a Q&A video, and because none of you randoms decided you want to ask me any questions, I had to come up with my own questions. And after some very thorough research, I have them all. Here are all of my questions. And you're like, that still doesn't explain why this YouTube video is in worse quality than usual. Number one, I'm filming this on my laptop because I do not have the privilege of having a camera. Like most things in this world, it is a rich person's sport, and I am not rich. Anyway, let's answer these questions. So, question number one. How old are you? When's my birthday and what's my star sign? Number one, I'm 20 years old. Shocking. I know I keep saying I'm just a girl, but I am in fact 20-year-old woman. If there's anything about me, I am a liar and a gaslighter. My birthday is the 4th of February 2004. Yes, that makes me an Aquarius, and it also makes me Gen Z. What a deadly combination. However, I didn't decide to be born that day. And for those of you who believe in star signs, please tell me if the fact that I'm an Aquarius actually makes sense. When I was checking on the computer the other day with my friends, like seeing what our star signs meant and how that affected us, I was like, wait, some of this is actually true, but I also don't know if it's true because it's legit or if it's true because it's vague enough to be about literally anyone. So, if you're one of those astrology obsessed she they girly pops who thinks they can know and read into me and my entire energy and is going to claim that I'm a bad person in 3 to 5 years when I eventually get cancer for something, now's the moment for you to pipe up. If you write right now in the comments, I hate Esther, she sucks, worst person ever, I wouldn't even trust her as far as I could throw and I couldn't even pick homegirl up, I will believe you in 5 years time and I will award you $1,000. The rest of y'all, you had your time to shine and yet you refused. Let's get into the next question. Question number two. Some of you are wondering, oh, what do you study? I'm in fact a fashion student. I'm in second year. I love it a lot. Next question. Ethnicity, nationality. My nationality is Australian. And ethnically, I am South Sudanese and Ghanaian. And shout out every white person who's ever said to me, where are you from? And I'm like, Australia, I've been born here. I lived here my entire life. And they're like, where are you really from? Question number four. How many languages do I speak? Look, let me be so for real. I only speak one. It's English and I barely do it. So, if you were expecting me to be a multilinguist polyglot, that is not I. I'm just a girl who can speak English. Next is my favorite color. My favorite color is purple. What's my favorite song's music? I don't know how to listen to music properly. I just know how to listen to one song over and 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 over again until I hate it so much to the point where I can no longer listen to it. My current top 5 that are in rotation is How Can I Sleep If I'm on the Highway by Kenny, whatever his face is. You know the one. Next would probably be You're Gonna Go Far by Noah Khan. After that would be Opposite by Sabrina Carpenter. I know when she was singing that, she meant that from a white woman perspective, but it just hits harder being like the oldest immigrant daughter. You know, like it just hits so incredibly hard. You do not understand Miss Sabrina, but thank you so much for writing that song. Next in there, I would probably put Don Julio by Monaleo. And then last but not least, what have I always been gravitating towards? I would say maybe like Secrets by A Boogie with a Hoodie. Shout out my brother for introducing me to that song. Those are the songs that I'm currently reaching for the most. I know in like about 2 weeks time I will hate all of those songs. Those are just my genetics, I don't make the rules. Next question. Why did I start my YouTube channel? That's so funny you asked, actually, person on the internet. Mostly, number one, out of spite, and number two, to prove a point. My parents were like, girl, you could never. No, that is so valid, but I think you should let me live my dreams right now, and right now my latest dream is to become a YouTuber. And to be fair though, every couple of weeks I do get really obsessed over a specific hobby and it becomes my entire personality for like a solid 3 months. It's just the life I live. Too many ideas, too little space in my brain, and because I'm constantly striving to do the next thing, I often like block myself from doing what I want to do. It's kind of crazy, but live life, love life, you know what I mean? Next question, we're only 8 questions deep, by the way, is what are my goals in life? I want to do a couple of things. Mostly I want to be a creative designer for a big brand. I want to have my own brand for a little while. I want to be a pop star for a little bit, / be in a band, / be a rock star. I just really want to be in a band. If anyone wants to be in a band with me, hit me up. for after this YouTube thing, I think we're gonna go down and like be a pop star for a little while. So if y'all think you're seeing me switch up once I get famous enough, this has always been a life goal of mine. You just didn't know about it, okay? Some of you are real fans and new, and some of y'all are fake fans and are acting brand new. I want to be on Dancing with the Stars. I want to win a Nobel Prize and maybe even be the Prime Minister of Australia one day. I think that could be cool, being Prime Minister. I also want to go back and do biomedical engineering, and I want to learn how to swing dance fully. So, those are some things that I want to do. I'm not sure if I even answered that question, but it feels answered to me now. What's my favorite thing to watch on YouTube? I love a commentary video, or like a YouTube video that talks about a piece of media that was famous in like 2004 and no one's seen it before. But I just love watching commentary videos that go on for like 3 hours about a piece of media I haven't seen before. Next question is, what do I do in my spare time? Period. So when I'm not making YouTube videos, studying at uni, or working, I'm usually crocheting. I just finished making a backless top, which is nice and fun. I'm trying to teach myself how to knit, but I wasn't like instantly good at knitting like I was at crochet, so now it's like pissed me off a little bit and I've kind of abandoned it. Ooh, my favorite place that I've been has to be Tasmania. If you ever visit Australia as someone who is outside of Australia, I'm telling you now, forget Sydney, forget Queensland, forget Melbourne. Nobody gives two shakes of a rat's ass about those places anyway. What you need to do is get your butt down to Tasmania. So I'm telling you, the air over there, it's like breathing with a new pair of lungs. Every time I go to Tasmania, I just like breathe in and I'm cleansed. And I'm a new person. It's great, number one. Number two, the food there is so good. Honestly, changed me. I'm not the same person as I was before I went to Tasmania. My next question, do I have any hobbies? Too many for my own good is the correct answer, but I'll list off a few for you. Knitting, crocheting, technically boxing was one, but I abandoned. Photography was one for a little while. I used to be so obsessed. I still have my Polaroid camera. I just keep forgetting to take it places because I need to put new batteries in it, but I refuse to put batteries in it. Reading, sewing, skateboarding. Yeah, that's all. So it's like about 8 things, give or take, but it's probably, cooking and baking. Next question. What's the current book I'm reading? I'll show you. I'm currently reading Minds of Sand and Light by Kylie Chan. I'm gonna be so frank with you. I've read like 3 pages of this and abandoned it. It's not capturing my mind as I thought it would. Next question. I don't want to answer that. People are like, how are you so confident? Some of you may know me from that one TikTok video I made where I was like, how can you not love yourself and you feel the need to just insert it. Maybe I'm insane, but I hate it when people destroy every ounce of humanity they have just to look like everybody else. I love your crooked teeth. I love the way your eyes crease when you smile. You're the most beautiful and compassionate person I've ever met in the existence of my life. You are so breathtakingly gorgeous, and I hate the fact that you can't see that because you think your freckles make you less of a human being. I'm assuming you watched it. That video where I was talking about how like you need to love yourself. And the thing is, because I'm so obsessed with myself, I am inherently way too confident in my ability to do everything. Why do you think I have a YouTube channel? Why do you think I have so many hobbies? I see said things and I'm like, oh, okay, period. I could do that. Let me do it. And then I do it and I'm like, well, prove my point right. Like, if you believe you fail, you're gonna fail. As a woman of color, you do not have the time nor energy to be so dismissive and not believe in yourself when literally the entire world doesn't believe in you and wishes you would fail. And plus, if you really think about it, there is a white man out there doing what you're doing 5 times worse and is getting twice as amount of praise, twice the amount of recognition. Everybody loves them just because they're a white boy with floppy messy hair. Like, yes, some of them out there are talented, I'm not gonna deny it. Some of you all have been on the grind, but some of them are only famous and popular because they are pretty. But we can't lie, like if they were ugly, half of the influencers that are white probably wouldn't be as popular as they are today. That's just a fact. And another thing about being confident that I've learned is you can't negative self-talk yourself. If you say, oh, I'm the dumbest person alive, eventually if you keep on saying that to yourself, you are going to believe it even if it isn't true. You need to confirm that you're the smartest person alive or the prettiest person alive. One of my personal favorite ways to do this is when somebody sarcastically says to me, you're just like so good at your job. I'll be like, yeah, I know, I'm like the prettiest, funniest, hottest person here and everybody loves me. And you say that enough times and suddenly you believe it. Because if you start looking for the approval of others, you're going to be so desperately trying to measure yourself against someone who doesn't give 2 shakes of a rat's ass if you die or not. You're going to be too busy caring about someone who wouldn't even spit on you if you were on fire. And you think that they're going to help you be a better person? Look, it's none of my business. If that's your mentor, that's your mentor. If that's the person you look up to, that's the person you look up to. But I just think, maybe we should both think together right now. Let's rub our brain cells together real quick. that is not the smartest decision you're gonna make. Believe in yourself, take that step forward. And it's also like, so many people be doubting you but have never been in your own shoes. People be talking smack about my YouTube channel. Girl, release your videos 2 times a week. I'm waiting. But we're talking smack about the fashion videos that I used to publish on Instagram all the day. Okay, and let me see you do better. Oh, your outfits are so lame. Okay, fund my wardrobe. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not believing in yourself, why do you think a random person who doesn't actually know how beautiful, intelligent, and kind you are actually knows what's best for you? But what I'm saying is you need to believe in yourself because no one else is going to do it. The only way to confidence is believing in yourself, or at least tricking yourself into believing yourself. It takes time, but once you get there, I'm going to be so grateful that you made the change. You know what I mean? Anyway, we are now at question 15. Do I have any pet peeves? As of right now, no. Question 16. What's the greatest piece of advice someone has ever given you? I don't know, actually. Question 17. Where do I see myself in 10 years? In 10 years, realistically, I think, so in 2034, feel free, future people, to pull back this YouTube video at this very second and be like, oh, she did it. In 10 years, I finished my degree. I've interned at one of the biggest fashion companies in the world. I've interned there. They've seen my work. They love it. Whether it's be for social media or to learn how to sew. Hopefully, it's both. After I've done that, I released my first EP. By the way, this isn't in order. This is just in 10 years. These are the things that I've done in order to get to what I'm about to say, because I feel like I gotta give y'all context. I've walked in 1 fashion show, worked with 4 brands by this point, right? There's still years to go. I've made 2 TV appearances. I'm getting casted for something, and not like a major role. I don't care for that major role stuff. I want to be like a little background thing. And I make it on Dancing with the Stars, period, per. And last but not least, I start developing plans for a cafe. That's what I think I would have done. I don't think that was the question I was even asking. Let me reread it, because now that I've outlined my entire life, oh, where do I see myself? Oh, I'm a cafe owner who has a Grammy and has worked at some of the biggest fashion houses and is about to book Dancing with the Stars. That's where I see myself in 10 years. Sorry guys, I answered the question wrong. Sometimes the English language is difficult, okay? Cut me some slack. What's my favorite kind of content to make? I don't know, I like more chatty content like this. This is fun. I also like vlogs because I like taking you out and about. Is it awkward as hell to record a vlog? Oh, 100%. Like, I can't physically do it. Like, every time I see myself recording in public and I see someone walk past me, I cringe the hell out. I'm tweaking straight up. It's also like, if I want to take this somewhere, I have to just get over my ass and do it. You know what I mean? Next, question 19. What scares you? I feel like apart from, like, you know, the unknown, maybe death a little bit, and birds, I would definitely say not doing all of the things that I want to do. Like, obviously I'm only 20 years old and I've got so much life to live and so many things that I plan on doing. Sometimes I'm just scared that I'm not going to get there. But I'm also like, girl, you need to calm the hell down. Like, you are 20 years young. You got so much life to live, so much fun to have, so many games to play, so many people to meet. Like, I think I just need to... Sometimes I feel like I'm behind even though I'm not, because there's no, like... There's no parameter to see how much life you've lived and whether or not you've lived it correctly. It just feels like I haven't, and it's pissing me off. But that's pretty much all that I'm really afraid of. Question 20 is, what's your favorite thing about yourself? I'm obsessed with my face. But I also really like my mind and how, I guess, confident and assured I am in my ability while simultaneously having no proof that I could actually do the things that I say. Like, I said that I want to be a pop star, but, like, who actually knows if I can sing good? Who knows if I could actually write a song? I mean, I used to write poetry, so in theory it's the same thing. I just have to figure out how to play an instrument. But, like, you know, it is what it is. Number 21. What inspires you? See, I don't know if this means in the context of life, as in what inspires me to wake up every day, or if this means in the context of, like, fashion, like what inspires me. Fashion-wise, I'd have to say wisdom. If you've seen that man put together a fit, oh Lord, he eats it up. I do not think I've ever seen that man fail. In life in general, I don't know what really motivates me or inspires me. Myself, maybe. I think I'm inspirational. I'd like to think I am, but I don't think there's, like, any real people who inspire me. Not that I can think of, at least off the top of my head right now. Question 22. If I could describe myself in 3 words, what would they be? Also, these were written, like, a couple days ago, so if you're like, girl, how do you not know the context of your own questions? Respectfully, I was a different person 2 days ago. Like, so many things happened in 2 days. You think I'm the same person who wrote these questions? Like, be for real, calm down, and take a step back. You don't know me. This is a parasocial relationship. Like, if we break the wall of the facade of me making this YouTube video right now, you legitimately don't know me. I wrote these questions myself. Nobody asked me these. Like, if I could describe myself in 3 words though, wise, sexy, and I guess talented. Those would be my 3 words. Yeah, that feels legit to me. Next. Oh, if I wasn't studying fashion, what would I be studying? I would probably still be studying a degree in biomedical engineering. I think every day about the possibilities in science that we have, and every day I pray that AI doesn't take over, because I'm like, AI genuinely pisses me the hell off. Like, what do you guys think you're cool for integrating it and using it? No, you're hella lame and you're hella boring. You have no original ideas, and you're so desperate to steal other people's ideas under the guise of it being something magical and brand new. Girl, get a grip. But I think maybe after fashion, I will go back and like study engineering, or at least a form of it. Question 24. Do I want any tattoos or piercings? Now, for the people of the internet, I've got my first ears pierced. These are my only piercings. I do not have any tattoos. However, I've always said that I wanted to have a matching tattoo with a stranger. I don't know how I would make that happen, because technically, by the time you find a stranger who's willing to participate, don't you know them a little bit, and thus they aren't really a stranger who you have a matching tattoo with. That's neither here nor there. But I also refuse to really get any more tattoos or body modifications until I'm 25. Mostly because I know the fact that I will obsess with something for 2 weeks and then instantly abandon it and hate it 2 weeks after that. Shout out everybody who knows me in real life and has seen me go from obsessed to hate it. Okay. Questions 25. How do I feel about the internet as a creator? Damn! Past Esther was kind of philosophical with it. Philosophical? I don't know how to say that. I'm going to be very frank with you. It has lots of good as well as evil. Like, obviously there are sick and twisted individuals on the internet. Then there's also, like, people who are making such cool things. Like myself. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like a good place, but it's a bad place. So, double-edged sword. Stab, stab. Okay, next question. Who are my favorite designers? This is such a good question. I have to pull up my Instagram, mostly because I don't really know a lot of these people by name. And let me just tell you a couple things about me. Every so often, I search into the internet top African designers, and I just scroll through and see which people's collections I like. It works like a charm every time. So, I like Koraliki. They do like kind of crochet mesh. I'm gonna get like Future Esther to like insert some visuals of these guys better than this, because this is, I fear, is worse quality than it could ever be. Koraliki, definitely butchered it. It's British Ghanaian fashion label. They kind of do like some cool crochet moments. Harris Reed has some really cool stuff. This is like, oh my goodness, like more editorial, on the runway. He worked with Emily in Paris on season 4. He did the masquerade look. You've also would have seen them at the Met Gala. They did that really cool look. And their wedding, chef's kiss. There's this one girl at TikTok who talks about like Vogue wedding to divorcee quickie pipeline. I love her content when she's talking about them. It genuinely makes me giggle looking at all these people's failed marriages, but a lot of their weddings were really nice, so I'm not gonna fault them. Another designer that I like is Rahul Mishra. I like his beaded and embroidery stuff. He's Indian, so there's like a lot of like bright colors, intricate patterns. He knows what he's doing. I love his work. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna give you 2 more designers because I'm going to feed the people. I like Nicole and Ford. It's very like hot, sweaty, sexy, and queer. That's how I think I'd describe it. Question 27 is also fashion related. It's who inspires my fashion choices. I would like to say wisdom, but that would be me lying. Honestly, no one is inspiring me right now. Nothing is really inspiring me right now. I don't think I've put on a good outfit in so long, it's genuinely embarrassing. Question 28, where's my favorite place to shop? An up shop. There's a very specific one, but because I'm a gatekeeper and gaslighting girl boss, I'm not gonna let you know that. And because it's really close to my home and I refuse to have internet stalkers. And you're like, Essie, you've only got 200 subscribers. Yes, but internet safety is very important. A place I want to travel to would have to be Sweden. They invented IKEA and apparently they helped with Minecraft. And then there's another place in Europe that I want to visit so bad. Ireland, the Danish, what's it called when you're from Dane? No, Dane-ish is the person, but you're from I don't know what it's called, okay, but the people who belong to the Dane, where the Danish people belong, okay? And then I also want to go to Scotland. I've heard good things about those places. And the Netherlands, while I'm at it. Also, what is a Danish person, where are they from? It's not Dane. I have to, oh my gosh, this is gonna piss me off. Next question. What's my favorite movie or series? Something I like to firmly believe in is, if I haven't experienced everything, how can I claim to have a favorite something? You know what I mean? But my favorite current reality TV series is Below Deck. I don't have a favorite movie at the moment. I don't think I've watched the movie in so long. The last movie I watched was Monkey Man. I watched it in cinemas. Dave Patel, the man that he is, bless the living Lord, he's alive. I just loved that film. It was good. Had a grand old time. Okay, watch it if you haven't. I don't care how you do it, just watch it. My next question is, what's a skill you want to learn / master? I just want to master dance as a whole, because I think that'd make me a better person. Question 34. Do you have any pets? The answer is no. I've never had a pet in the existence of my entire life. Question 35. Tea or coffee? I would have to say tea. I assume a chai latte falls under tea, right? Question 36. What am I currently crocheting? Technically crocheting nothing at the moment, but I'll show you 2 things that I've made, because I'm nice. I made this beanie. It is gorgeous. I love the color combination that is blue and orange. Plus it keeps my head so warm. But I've also made a backless top. See if I can insert a video for you, okay? Next question. What is a song I know word for word? Unfortunately, as an Australian person, I have in fact had a Hamilton phase. Yes, I know, we are shocked. Anyway, let me sing you some of the second song. I think Aaron Burser. It goes like this. And then it transitions to My Shot. I'm pretty sure I know majority of My Shot too, but just take my word for it, okay? Let's take my word for it. And to be fair, it's been a while since I've listened to Hamilton. Every time I listen to Hamilton, I am, how do you say, obnoxious? Who was my favorite author? It used to be James Patterson, but to be honest, I haven't read a James Patterson book in like a hot minute, so who knows if he's actually any good at writing. I mean, he has to be, because he has like 800 books to his name, so obviously he knows what he's doing. Next is, what kind of books do I like to read? I love to read sci-fi, I like to read murder mysteries, I like to read thrillers. The occasional cult book is quite nice, I'm not gonna lie, except one time it gave me nightmares, but let's not talk on that. Next is, what is my personality type? You know, like the 16 personalities one? I don't know what it's called. Is it like IMDb? That? I don't know if I've officially done that, but one of the personality quizzes says that I'm a debater, ENTP, which stands for introverted. No, it stands for it stands for something and I couldn't tell you it. Next question, what's my dream job? I would really like to be a creative director for a fashion brand. I think that'd be so much fun. I'd also like to be an editor-in-chief at a fashion magazine. I think that could be cool. And you're like, you want to do Vogue? And I feel like, yes, I feel like I could bring a new voice and a new vision to Vogue. If you like search Vogue Australia and look at the cover, and then search Vogue America and look at the cover, those are some of the blandest Vogue covers that I think we have in the world. When China, Europe was a bit mid the other day. Didn't British Vogue just have Kylie Jenner on it? And her big secret was the fact that she like giggled as a child or something. But I feel like there are so many good Vogue covers, and I feel like there are so many good people with creative visions who know how to tell a story, but these people are being overshadowed by mid-white people who have just never heard no in the entirety of their life. I hate to be that girl, but a lot of you are giving mid-boring, unexciting covers and expecting people to care and pick up a physical magazine again. You're giving us nothing. Even Dua Lipa has learned her lesson and has learned to give the people more. They asked, she delivered. Okay, next question. What's my favorite outfit I've worn? It was definitely the trench coat when I laid my 2 skirts on it. I'm not, see if I can put a video here, but favorite outfit. Lived, laughed, loved her. Greatest thing my mind has ever put together. I am a sucker for layers, and I think that was one of the couple of times that I've truly done it right. Next question. Oh, what's something embarrassing about me? Damn. Why was past Esther trying to expose future me? Something embarrassing about me is I refuse to text people, and I hate phone calls, but I love a voice memo. So one time I was using voice memos so consistently to the point where I literally couldn't figure out how to spell any words. Like, I had to force myself to stop using voice memos and voice to text, because every time I wanted to spell something, I would just stare at my phone for 5 minutes, give up, and just send it as a voice text. But now I'm like forcing myself to type, because it's like I can't keep going through periods of not being able to spell anything and just staring at my phone for 20 minutes. It's embarrassing to me. Next question. Have I broken any bones? Nope. Do I have any siblings? 1. If I could only eat one thing for the rest of my life, what would it be? I'd say bread. Like, the people who invented bread really knew what they were doing. Next question. What's something I want to bring back? We need to bring back shame. We need to bring back embarrassment. And on a more positive note, I think we need to start bringing back swag. This is a short one. Community or The Office? Personally, I liked Community a lot better than The Office. Number 50. Well, 50 on my phone, but it's probably less than that realistically. Why are your YouTube videos edited so basic? Now, a lot of you have been asking this, literally no one, and the answer is because I like a more simple style editing. I've got the most basic of supplies. I've got my iPhone 11, I've got my laptop that I'm recording you on now, and I've got CapCut. Those are my 3 resources that I have, and if I can't make it work with those 3 things, then I'm not making it work at all. Question 51. What's your dream crochet or knit project? There are a lot of cute tops that I see that I'm like, oh, I can crochet this, and secretly they are knit. I hate projects that market themselves as crochet and they are secretly knit. Hate those. Those are probably my dream ones. I'll see if I can like insert some pictures of all the stuff that I want to crochet and knit. But I want to make like some cute tops, and I really want to crochet like a dress. I saw something that was nice. It was like a dress, and you know, like the ruffly skirts, I want to crochet one of those, and like bell sleeve tops. Oh, love, 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 love. Next question is, what do you hope to do with this YouTube channel? Genuinely, I don't really know. All I know is the end goal at this point is to be a creative designer, an editor-in-chief at a magazine, and be on Dancing with the Stars. If this YouTube channel helps me do any of those things, as well as like maybe going to a couple fashion shows along the way, meeting a bunch of cool people, going to a bunch of different events, that'd be great. But it's not like I've done this on purpose to be like, look, if I'm not rich and famous in 2 years, I'm gonna end my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care where this goes, but it'd be nice if it took me to some places, got me in a couple of rooms, opened up a couple of opportunities, you know what I mean? The last question that I have is, what's my favorite hobby? At the moment, it'd have to be crochet, but I really want to get back into swing dancing. But I hope you enjoyed this video, because I enjoyed making it, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Until then, bye. And maybe you should subscribe or something, maybe even like the video. And if you're feeling crazy, you can comment the question you'd like to see in my next Q&A video. But until then, toodaloo, and you stay safe out there.